Also, just one more thing before I go into work. I'm becoming afraid of my hatred for men.
In today's video, I wanted to do a quick highlight on feminism versus MGTOW. Feminism versus men going their own way, because I hear a lot of people wrongfully associating the two. I hear people saying that MGTOW for men is essentially feminism for women. And it's just so far from the truth. And in the end of this video, we're going to break down a post from a man speaking about bachelorhood, about MGTOW, to kind of give you a contrast. But to make this very clear, is a man considering myself MGTOW, a man going my own way, I have zero bones in my body that hate women. I think it's stupid to hate an entire group of people like that. I think it's stupid and silly. Most men that I speak to that consider themselves MGTOW or Red Pill are exactly the same way. There's nothing to do with hating women. It's about hating, if you're going to hate anything, it's hating the system that has created this environment where it's like a war zone between men and women. So in this very same way, where when I can sit here and be like, all the guys I talk to, we hate the system that has created the environment we are now living in, not women. We expose the things that women do or the games that women play because they need to be exposed, but that's nothing to do with hate. Now, on the other hand, feminism, like you're hearing from this girl,
I hate men. I walk past them and I want to kill them.
Listen to the words she says. She literally talks about wanting to kill men. Can you guys even believe if a man said something like that? Can you believe what would happen if a man said something like that? It's absolutely insanity. If a man said he hates all women and when he walks past them, he wants to kill them, I would have no problem calling that guy out as some crazy psychopath. I would have no problem. I would say, again, most men would have no problem calling someone like that out. Yet this is the behavior that women are allowed to talk about on social media. This was on Twitter. And this is the behavior that gets likes. This is the behavior that women buy into. This is the behavior the worst of all of this is the behavior that those beta mon pussy boy male feminist cucks buy into too. They're like, yeah, all men are trash. Yeah, men are bad. And they hate they hate themselves, these disgusting male feminists. So anyway, I wanted to bring this up because MGTOW and feminism are not at all comparable. And although you could say that MGTOW is more of a response to feminism, there's very few similarities, if any, between feminism and MGTOW. So I wanted to clear that up. Let's hear the crazy girl speak her mind.
Also, just one more thing before I go into work. I'm becoming afraid of my hatred for men. It started as a fun little, you know those TikToks where people are like, don't make jokes about having kinks because your brain doesn't know you're joking, and it actually develops them. I think I joked way too much about hating men, and now I am genuinely, in a sexist way, I hate them.
All right, the only thing I'll give her credit here for is her recognizing and taking accountability for the fact that she, in a sexist way, hates men. But this is a perfect example of what she started with about how, it started as some jokes, and then it kind of went too far, and all of a sudden now she's like, wow, I really hate them. That's a perfect example when a guy like myself or any other guys can say, we understand not all women are like this. We understand not all women have this mindset. I understand that some women really think feminism is stupid. And I give those women props when they can talk about that, because they understand, they're not using the feminism thing as a benefit to themselves and just, using it to benefit their lives in every way and kind of milking that. They literally just don't like it, okay? When a girl stands up against feminism, I applaud her for that. However, the scary part that we always say is that not all women are like that, but they can become like that. And again, the reason they can become like that is because society and culture craps all over men all the time, all day long. So even if you have a woman that doesn't have these thoughts yet, just like this girl admitted that it started as some jokes and then she turned into a real hatred, that is exactly what can happen. And that is one of the big reasons why men like myself say, don't get married. Don't involve yourself legally into the system right now with women, because the laws are against you and culture and society are against you as well. So now you have to fight against laws, and then you also have to hope that the woman you're with doesn't get indoctrinated from the culture and society around her that are poisoning her mind, just like this girl right here.
Like, in a way that a white man from Alabama hates black people, I hate men. I walk past them and I want to kill them, and they aren't even doing anything. I just see them and it fills me with rage. I don't know how to stop. It's gone way too far. It consumes me.
Okay, and I really don't like this either, this assumption. Watch this.
Like, in a way that a white man from Alabama hates black people?
That's such a stupid assumption. That tells me right there, that gives me another piece of the puzzle that tells me that this woman, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt on this one. This woman, it must be in like college or some, she's indoctrinated with some liberal ideology that she not only assumes that all men are pieces of trash, completely, worthless people, and like she says, she wants to kill them. She also assumes that white people from Alabama automatically just hate black people because of the color of their skin. That's how you can tell that she is sucking on the teat of propaganda. She's not only conflating that all men are bad, she's also buying into all the narratives about racism and all this stuff, that every person is a racist and all that. She just assumes that. What a horrible world to have to live in, where you assume the worst in every person. That's just...
I hate men. I walk past them and I want to kill them, and they aren't even doing anything. I just see them and it fills me with rage. I don't know how to stop. It's gone way too far. It consumes me.
And she's like laughing, right? Now, again, when I saw a bunch of the comments on this on Twitter, there were a lot of people giving her crap, which is good, but there were also a lot of people that were like laughing, like, yeah, you go, sister, like that type of thing. Like, she literally talked about exterminating half of the population just because they're men. That is absolute Looney Tunes craziness. Wow. All right, so now, and by the way, I got a solution for you, little short-haired feminist girl. Good. Okay, you know what? Stay away from men your entire life then. How about this? Any woman that feels this way, great. Get on with the women then. You guys can all be lesbians and fine. Do your own thing. But then don't come attack us men when we want to do our own thing. Because this has zero appeal to any man. And when women go around thinking like this, like all men are, hate all men, I want to kill them. Why would a man put himself through that when in her mind she literally believes she's above men? Men are below her. Why would a man even be around this nastiness? Ugh, this witch. So now let's look at a quick little screenshot here. I got this from MGTOW Reddit. So this guy says, does anyone else feel like despite all the issues in society, this era is the most bachelor friendly? I was thinking about points for debate for for traditionalist arguments. She will cook and clean for you. She will take care of you when you are unwell. She will provide companionship when you're old. But realize that those arguments have become outdated, notwithstanding feminism. I think technology has played the most significant hand in this, especially once smartphones became, I don't even know how to pronounce that word, ubiquitous. To be fair, I live in a metro, so maybe I have a skewed perspective. So I'd like to know if any of this applies to rural areas too. Even assuming I'm a total slob, I can order food at the click of a button, have a cleaning service, hang out with like-minded individuals from all over the world via social media, keep in touch with friends and family using WhatsApp, text, and calls. There are many facilities in the city specifically aimed at singles. If I wanted to save money, I could rent with roommates. There are plenty of laundry services nearby, but the fully automatic washing machine has made those pretty redundant. Ditto for the vacuum cleaner, and now there are even more automated solutions in the form of robots. Most importantly, enough people are aware of the culture shift that being singles in your 30s is no longer cause for being attacked. Why are you not married? What's wrong with you? Are you gay? To get a glimpse of the past, all I have to look at are some of my friends who are incessantly being tortured by their parents and other relatives. Gents, this is what patriarchy is. If you thought it was a bed of roses for men, you will be constantly pressured to get married, then constantly pressured to have kids, constantly pressured to climb that corporate ladder, and keep providing a better and better lifestyle for your family. You get the point. Traditional culture was good for the society as a whole, but it did that at the expense of individual freedom. All right, I think that was really well said. So he basically is taking account of the fact that, again, and this is kind of like an optimistic view that I also share as well, is that in today's world, it's one of the greatest worlds to be a bachelor at. Now, not everyone wants to be a bachelor. That's the thing. Like my lifestyle, my attitude, I really fit the bachelor lifestyle regardless of the crappy laws in place and all that stuff. I just like being independent by myself. Not all men like that idea. So I understand the fact that the option right now of having a kids and family, although it's there, it's like such a gauntlet for a man to step into these days with the legal system against you that it kind of feels like it's not an option. So I can understand that that part is frustrating. But when you actually look at it, like he's kind of pointing out here, we have so many things as far as like technology for us. Like I've had a Roomba for a long time. I can set my Roomba up and it will go around and, vacuum my whole house. So stuff that like I have a laundry machine. I don't have to go wash my clothes by hand and then go hang them up on a clothespin and all that stuff. So the idea of being single right now, it's actually works really well for a lot of men. And especially now, it's almost like this feminism has given us men an excuse to not have to do the whole traditional roles that men were expected to do before, it's really true. Again, it's like in a society like this, like how easy, right? If someone, I've gone through this my whole life where guys or people always ask me like, oh, when are you going to settle down, Adam? When are you going to blah, blah, blah? So yeah, of course I get it, but look how much easier it is for me now. Hey, anyone that's ever asked me, that's known me in my life, hey, Adam, why haven't you settled down yet? Well, there are many reasons for this, but it's a lot easier now. I can just point them to something like this.
Also, just one more thing before I go into work. I'm becoming afraid of my hatred for men.
It's made it a lot easier because it's all out there and it's all out there now. It's all exposed. OnlyFans has exposed it. Social media apps have exposed it. Dating apps have exposed this thing that us men were blind to for so long. So I like this guy's post about the MGTOW thing. Like, hey, it's a pretty nice time to be a bachelor as a man. Besides the family thing, but other than that, it's a pretty good for us guys here. And you know what? Maybe we could say the same for you women out there. If you women are going, you know what, we don't need no man, right? We need a man like a fish needs a bicycle. Hey, all right, more power to you, right? You can use a Roomba just like we can. You can use a laundry machine just like we can. Maybe you are going to be happy, completely single by yourself for the rest of your life. That's fine. If you're happy with that, more power to you. That's why I like the phrase aggressively single. Maybe there are women like that actually want to be single just like us men. Awesome. More power to you. Or you can date women or whatnot, since women are such angelic creatures, because you obviously don't want anything to do with men.
Also, just one more thing before I go into work. I'm becoming afraid of my hatred for men.
All right, so that's what I'm going to close up with, guys. I just wanted to give a little perspective there. Feminism and MGTOW are so different. Don't let anyone brainwash you into thinking that MGTOW is just feminism for men. It's not even closely remote to that. And again, as me as a man, I can easily, happily say this. I have zero hate for women at all. I enjoy women. I think they're fun. Women are the lighter side of things in a lot of cases. They're, like very impulsive. So it drives some guys crazy in certain situations. But as far as like hanging out with, they're fun to hang out with. They're interesting. Women, they're interesting creatures, as I'll call them there. But I do hate the system that they want to put us in right now of the legal system and all that crap. So anyway, hopefully that clears some things up for guys that had heard that before, MGTOW and feminism. And let me know what you guys think. What do you think about MGTOW versus feminism? Where are we at right now in society? I don't know if there's any ladies out there that are the same way as me. Like, I just want to be single. Maybe there are ladies like that. That's cool. If that's you, awesome. But us bachelors, man, we're enjoying it right now. At least I can say that for myself. So quit shaming us, you crazies. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe.